हेलो। मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? यस, हेलो, गुड इवनिंग। आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी सभी को? हेलो। ओके, सो गुड इवनिंग गाइस। We'll wait for 5 minutes, okay? And then we will start. Yes. Yes. तब तक कोई क्वेश्चंस हो तो पूछ लो, बाकी लोग ज्वाइन होने तक, ठीक है? आपको आज के टॉपिक के बारे में क्या क्या पता है वो भी बता सकते हो। आपको सर्टिफिकेट के लिए लिंक मिल जाएगी। ओके, लास्ट 15 मिनट्स में आपको लिंक मिलेगी, तब आपको सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा। थोड़ी सी एक क्वीज होगी, उसको सॉल्व कर देना, देन यू विल गेट सर्टिफिकेट। यस, सो आप लोगों को क्या पता है आज के टॉपिक के बारे में? ओके, सो ओके, फाइन, वी विल गो विथ इंग्लिश। सो यस, सी आज का टॉपिक, अभी आप लोग अगर ये बूट कैंप अटेंड कर रहे हो तो आप लोगों ने ऑफ कोर्स टॉपिक देखा ही होगा, राइट? एंड फॉर रोड मैप, इफ यू वांट रोड मैप्स देन यू कैन कमेंट इट डाउन, ओके? आई विल ट्राई दैट कि मेरा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक वही हो, ओके? जब भी नेक्स्ट बूट कैंप कोई तो आए तो आई टेक दैट टॉपिक फॉर यू ऑल, ओके? ये क्लास 1 आवर तक चलेगी, ठीक है? ओके, दिस क्लास इज गोइंग टू बी ऑफ 1 आवर। And if anyone feels any topic they want, then they can comment it, okay? Yes, I'm talking in English only. How many are there from that they want in Hindi? Like you all can tell me like from where you all are, your locations also. ओके, एपी, एपी क्या है? एपी का फुल फॉर्म बताओ। When the organization is that is managing this program. ओके, आंध्र प्रदेश, नागपुर, ठीक है, नाइस। Okay, so what you all know about today's topic, that our topic is have to create a library. Yes, you all know what is library. How many are new to this topic? Like they don't know what this topic is or what we are going to learn in this. कोई मेंटर नहीं है, ये बात मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आई। आप क्या करते हो? आपका नेम भी पूरा मतलब दिख नहीं रहा है। बस एआई एमएल इंजीनियर में डिफरेंस बता दो। Package of code, new. So I can see that most of you are new to this topic. I have one doubt. Yes, you can mention your doubts. Yes, Malik, you are telling your experience that you made a library once. So what happened? What was its name? Can you tell us your experience in that? See, it depends that this course will help you or not. Now, y'all are grown up children, okay? You are all that mature that you can understand the things. Now, you know what in which field you are going to go. Yes, what job roles you are seeking for, or what kind of profession you are going to look for. So, yes, these things are going to help. That is fine. Yes. And you are from CSC AI ML student. Yes, that is going to help you because this topics libraries are related to, yes, data science, machine learning, AIML. Yes, this is very basic topic, so I am trying ki मैं basic topics ही ले लूँ, and my focus is on that only, that every beginner, every person who is even new to this topic, they should also understand the things. So yes, you will understand. You, even though if you have basic knowledge, then I will say that if you have basic knowledge, then you can understand the things quickly. See, if you want any other topics, then please comment down, okay? In this, after this class or after this recording, comments jo hote hain, usme you can comment down. So I can go through that comments and I'll think that what majority of students are asking, then I'll create boot camps or next topics on those things only, okay? For now, we will start with our topic. So our today's topic is creating our own library. Now, what is library? What is module? What is package? In these things, okay, these are very basic things, but most of the time I've seen that many students are confused in this. Okay, so we will in today's in this our class, okay, we will understand the basics, like what is difference between these three things, okay, and how to create a library. Okay, now what is the importance of this library? If you are from programming background, or you are learning, or you are who a person who is going to learn Python, okay, so he'll understand what is library, because Python is such a language in which we have number of libraries. Okay, number of libraries support, that makes Python a powerful language. Okay, yes, so we have different kinds of libraries for different kinds of topics. Okay, for example, if we are going to work with our data, yes, in Python, mostly in data science, okay, in AI ML, we have data and we have to work on that, on those data. So to clean that data, to organize, to structure that data, these are the basics. Okay, this is the starting step of that whatever a model or whatever a program or whatever a project is. Okay, so this is going to be the basic step. So at this basic steps only, we need some kind of things, like we need to arrange that data properly. Okay, Now you can understand these things, like if you are taking any general example also. Yes, our rooms also, if our in our houses, if our rooms also, okay, and there also, if our rooms are not organized, okay, then a house is not organized, we don't feel much likely to be in house, okay. Libraries are very important, okay. Libraries will help you to organize your program, to keep that program related to your topic only. Means like if you want to clean the data, you are going to use pandas library. If you want to visualize anything within your data, then you are going to use that library, okay. Seaborn is there, matplotlib is there, okay. Anything related to numerical is there, okay, then we are getting numpy, okay. So we need these libraries. So how one of this library we are going to take, okay, one of this library they are created, okay, what is the logic behind that, that we will see, okay. Now there is a thing that every library is there, okay. Now libraries, the concept is okay, but these libraries at some place these are stored, okay, at a place that these libraries are there. So how we are getting them, okay, what is there in that library, these things will be clear today. Clear, eh? Yes, y'all can do if you have that knowledge, or if you are doing any different courses related to your topics. Okay. If you have one focused goal, then of course you can get internships also. Yes, लैपटॉप यूज करोगे तो ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा, ठीक है. And it is going to take 1 hour. Okay, our boot camps are for 1 hour. You will get certificate in the end. Okay, you will get link. You have to solve that quiz, and then you'll get your certificates. Yes, what kind of projects are you asking? Anyone know about certificate and projects? Okay, then without wasting time, we will understand the difference between all these things. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So, from all of you, okay, everyone knows what is IDE, where we do programming, where we write our codes. Yes, everyone knows. Okay, and how many of you have used IDEs like to do any kind of programming? Even if you have used any editor, that is also okay. Okay. And I am expecting that whoever person who is familiar with the topic, then they can just, if I'm asking any kind of question, then they can just type it in chat, okay, means its definition if you know, okay. Like abhi maine id ke bare mein pucha, right? If you know what is id, then you all can just mention, because who people are new, then they'll get an idea in chat, so they can get idea. Screen is not clear. Yes, I've not yet shared screen properly, okay. So yes, if you are watching this video on your laptop, then it is very good. Side by side you can do. If not, then you can do afterwards also. And if now you all know what are going to use PyCharm, okay. PyCharm use करोगे तो ज़्यादा better रहेगा. Yes, if you have it in your system, then it is very good. If not, then install it, okay. आपको installation का भी मैं एक बार, ताकि वो तब तक इंस्टॉल हो जाए, ठीक है. तिकडचे जे दादा वगैरे आहेत ना, त्यांना सांग, ठीक आहे. हां, त्यांना सांग. यस, सिंपली आप इस पर पाइचम पे जाओगे, आपको डाउनलोड्स के ऑप्शन दिखेंगे। ओके, डाउनलोड्स क्लिक करके और फिर उसके बाद इंस्टॉलेशन का प्रोसेस कर लेना, ठीक है, ज्यादा कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। ओके, सी यू कैन यूज एनी आईडी, ओके, दैट इज योर थिंग कि आपको किसमें कंफर्टेबल है। ओके, एंड व्हाट इज योर रिक्वायरमेंट, दैट आल्सो इज द थिंग, ठीक है। Yes, so you will download, install PyCharm. Okay, that is the thing. Next is what we are going to do is we will start with our theoretical part. Okay, for that, yes. Now I hope my screen is visible. Okay, and we will start. See, now, anything that is unorganized or anything that is organized, what we are going to prefer? Yes, we will prefer the thing that are organized. Okay. So in Python, writing any kind of program, okay, any kind of project we are building, then we need the things, okay, the things which are collected connected to that project. Those should be like organized. Like even though if any person who is not familiar with that topic, he should also find the things clear. Okay, so yes, code organization, that thing we will understand with this. Okay, so every great Python developer faces the same challenge. Okay, moving beyond a single script to build scalable, reusable, and maintainable software. So this is the leap from when means whenever if you will master these things will be very easy and you will understand like where our files are going. Okay, where one file should be connected, where we should write our files, okay, store our files, these things we will understand, and everyone needs this thing. Okay, if you are going to build just one single page of code or one single file of code, then also you will need these things. Okay, and real world में ऐसे होने वाला भी नहीं है that just one file we are going to create and that is only a final project. That is not going to happen. Okay, we have multiple files. Yes, so if you have found yourself like if you have many of you have seen that they are very very new to this topic, right? They don't know that what is this topics are, okay, what is library or like that. Okay, so in them, even though if you are a person who is thinking that they are going to start their careers in this programming or any kind of thing, okay, so they'll need to know how we should organize our code, how we should keep our code structure. Okay, and even though if they will write their first code, okay, first program, if they will write from first program, it will be a 4 lines, 5 lines. Okay, one file will be there, then there will be multiple files. Okay, so how they are going to structure those files? Okay, at a time what they'll feel that these files are too lengthy, okay, these files are too confusing, okay, and they leave that program in between. As a student this is okay, but when we will go at a professional level, this is not going to be okay, right? We need to solve the things, we need to structure the things, we need to forward the reports. Yes, there are many different things that are happening. So yes, if we are doing programs, then at some times, okay, it feels like hard to find functions. Okay, whatever functions we are, is everyone familiar with function? What is function in programming? That is also okay, but you should know the yes. Okay, so functions are like that whenever we want any program. Okay, now there a time will come that you have to repeat a program. Okay, means like, see, if you want to print a table, okay, any, like, you know what is table, right? 2 ka table, 3 ka table, we have learned these things. Okay, so if you want to print a table, what you'll do is 2 into 2 and then its answer. Okay, then are you going to repeat those things again and again, again and again and again? Yes. No, it is not going to be. So what we can do is we can use a function. Okay, we can keep जो basic structure होता है, okay, 2 into 2 equals to, ये हम लोग similar रख सकते हैं. We'll keep this thing same, and what is the answer for that? We will write a different logic. Okay, so जो whatever the common thing is there, we can create a syntax for it, or we can create a thing for it, and then we can store it in a function. Okay, so functions are like we use with def keywords, and we use those functions, okay, in our programs to make our codes more readable, okay, more useful. Okay, so whenever we are using search functions, we are going to create a function. Okay, we'll see that thing also. So whenever we feel difficult, and there will be lots of functions in a program. Okay, there will be lots of functions. So to find them, to call them, to whatever the names are there. Okay, we call them with their names. Okay, so whenever we need a function, then we will call it with its name. Okay, and that time if we will not find, because there are many functions in a file, so we will not find that thing, then how it is going to be? Okay, so navigating those thousands of lines to find just one, okay, big newspaper is there, and then only one particular thing we want to find, only one particular news, we have to go through everything, right? So that thing will also be solved. Okay, difficult to debug means a single change can have unforeseen consequences over the entire file. मतलब क्या है कि यहाँ पर अगर हम लोगों ने अभी एक पूरा प्रोजेक्ट in one file, yes, so even though if we want to make any kind of change in it, okay, minor change, even though if it is okay, so if we are doing that change in our program, okay, in our files, in one file we have made the change, but we have to check every file again and again. Hello. Yes, so we have to check those all the files, and we have to see like what we have went through. Okay, then everything we have to make the change over there only. Okay, so that also issue will be solved with this. Next is, next is what we are going to do is we will collaborate. Now इतने different files है, ठीक है, there are many different files. Okay, with each other, because while connecting these files only, so, and that is also not going to happen that on one project only one person is working. Okay, there will be the thing that different people will work on one project. Okay, like, and in one project there will be development. Okay, there will be testing, there will be many different things will happen in one project. Okay, so different people will have to collaborate on this project. Different people will have to collaborate on one project, then if one person is not knowing the second this one program's line, yes, one file he is not familiar with, one file this person is not familiar with, then how will they collaborate, right? But they have to work on one project only. So that issue. Okay, team members constantly override each other's work with no clear ownership, means if one person is making any change, then the next person is not going, he'll do if he made any kind of change in it, so, and then the things happens. So then there is no code reuse. If one particular code of block we have written, okay, then we should need, then there is a thing that we should reuse it again. Okay, but that will not happen. So copying and pasting the same functions across different projects, that is also an issue. Okay, next will fails to scale, the project hits a complexity wall, making few new features nearly impossible. मतलब क्या है कि if we want to make any now, everything is okay, but there will be limit. Okay, for any file or anything, there will be a time. Okay, a time or a that limit, then yes, we cannot add more things to it. Yes. So what will happen is then we will not understand it what we should do. If we want to make any update in that file or in that project, then we will not be able to do. Yes, we want to add more, but we will not be able to. So that thing is also there. Okay, these are some of the issues that if we are writing our program in only one single file. Okay, now these our main topic. Okay, what is our main topic? That is understanding the difference between library, package, module. Okay, that thing is there. Yes, we are trying for to solve this issue of. I can understand the screens issue, audio. ओके वी विल ट्राई एटलीस्ट इसके बाद अगर इन द एंड में अगर आप लोग देख पाओ तो ठीक है. एंड इफ यू फील एनी क्वेश्चन देन आप इसके बाद मतलब वीडियो के बाद भी मुझे कमेंट में बता सकते हो. आई विल रिप्लाई टू योर कमेंट्स. ओके. Yes, I'm trying to check all the comments. Okay. Screen and zoom. Now you all can, like, is it clear at this point? The same issue is there. Still the same issue is there. Ma'am, I'm not able to understand. Yes, is it? It is clear, right? Audio, is audio also clear? Okay. Okay, fine. See, y'all check your connections too. Okay, that also might be an issue. Yes. And even though if in like this only, then if even though if you feel like there is any question and any part is there which is not confirmed or not cleared, then you all can comment. Okay, I'll try that I can answer every comment. Okay. So we'll cover a topic and yes. So we wanted to know that what is library, what is package, what is module. Okay, very basic these things are. Yes, we are if we are doing any kind of project, then we are just simply clicking on any of the library as per a requirement. Okay, we are just selecting a library, we are importing it and we are using it, but we don't know what is back library is doing. Okay, and what is there in that library, that how and use it. Okay, tiered system for organizing code. Okay, it's not just about building a solid architectural foundation also. Yes, with the libraries, with these packages, with these modules, we can organize our code. Okay, we can structure our code, that is the thing. But yeah, also there is that we are programming also strong. Okay, yes, we will understand this once we will create one of the package, okay, one of the library. Yes, so yes, with this also you can understand that what might be a module, what might be a package, what might be a library, and what is most important. Okay, on the base of module there is package. Okay, and multiple of packages you can see it makes a library. Okay, so the fundamental building a single file. Okay, one particular file. Okay, उस फाइल में कुछ चीजें होती है, कुछ फंक्शंस होते हैं. ओके, इन दैट फाइल देर आर सम फंक्शंस, देर आर one particular program. Okay, and that file's extension is py. Okay, it is a python file. Okay, and that python file is stored in it. Okay, for one particular thing that file is written. Okay, in that there are different functions which are module. So is it clear that module is just a single module is equals to a single file? Please comment it down so I can understand that you all have understood this. Okay, this at least the difference between library, package and module. Okay, so module is a single file in which there are different functions. Okay, for example, if you are going to do any kind of math functions, okay, math functions are there, then what you will do if you want to add two numbers? Okay, so create a file. Okay, a single file you will create, and then write a function for addition of two numbers. Okay, def add whatever you want to give name to that function, then and then rest of the code. Okay, you will pass arguments or you will return, and okay, what you want to return to it. Okay, so that one single file will contain one. Okay, then that file, when we have saved it, okay, we have saved it with the extension of python file. Okay, then multiple search files. Okay, the organized collection, a folder of modules. Okay, so what package will be, so now related to maths I told. Okay, related to math functions I told, so these arithmetic. Okay, so that all that single file or multiple files will be created. Okay, so like that different functions will be stored in multiple files, so a bunch of that files will still be stored in the one folder, and that one folder is set as package. Okay, okay, like that is a thing. And then there is library. Okay, we'll understand this. Okay, the complete toolkit. Okay, yes, integrated development environment, VS Code. Not just VS Code, there are many different IDs. Okay, okay. Now see, as I told, example of math functions. Okay, there will be a book. Okay, इसका एक real से कनेक्ट करके देखते हैं इसको. ठीक है, one particular book. Okay, it is named as calculator. Okay, so in that there will be all functions related to maths like addition, subtraction, multiplication. These things will be in one particular file. Okay, in one particular folder. इसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, module. Okay, and it will be saved as it will be saved with the extension of .py. Okay, that means python की file है. Okay, python files is there, single file, there are different functions. Okay, so a package will be like bookshelf. Okay, so this one book is there, and then there will be a bookshelf. So mills particular this file is there, that is known as init. Like it is the magic file. And why it is said that magic file, we will understand. A package is a directory containing multiple related modules. Okay, module is important over here. Means now this is related to math. Okay, then all the files will be related to math only. Okay, if anything was there related to strings. ओके, स्ट्रिंग्स मैनिपुलेशन की कुछ चीजें होती है. ओके, उसके लिए होती है, जैसे कि एनकोड करने के लिए होता है, डिकोड करने के लिए. ओके, देन वी यूज दोज for that also. Then we can took that library and related to that only in this module package will be there. Okay, one particular package will contain related, okay, related different files and organized by a special init python file. Okay, now what this init python file is, that we have to understand. Library, the entire library. Okay, in that kind of files, folders, books will be there. Yes, a and modules. Okay, a collection of packages and modules means a single file as well as multiple files in Sabika connection will be a library. Okay, and that we are installing. Okay, that we are importing as per our requirements in our projects. Okay, a collection of packages and modules working together to provide a complete solution for a domain. For example, if you are doing any kind of library is required, you are just importing that library. Okay, that one particular sentence, one particular statement, you are loading many different files. Yes, you are loading many different functions and that one single line only. Just okay. Yes, we are trying to solve this connection issue. Okay. Okay. Next is anatomy of module. Okay. Now, what is module? You all know, right? Now, if it is clear, then comment it down. Okay. In chat, write what is module, what is package. Okay. So yes, module is building the basic block, right? Building block of this any library. Yes. A module is any Python file. Okay. Any Python file it will be, not just one single file or one for particular topic. Okay. It may be any file. Okay, that contains executable code, functions and classes. Yes, functions are reusable. Yes, we can use functions. Code, you all know what is code. Yes, programming जो भी दो तीन लाइन का कोड होगा या फिर multiple lines of code होगा. Okay, that code. And classes, what is classes? Yes, do you have idea about classes? Which file y'all are asking? Assuming that you all know what is class. Okay, so yes, if we have this function, okay, and it will be stored in one particular file. Okay, that is a module. Okay, this is module. But see, even though if we are telling that there will be one folder, in that there will be subfolder. Okay, this one file will be there, multiple files will make a folder and that will be package. Okay, and then it will be a library. That is the thing. Then what हमारे ओएस में होता है. ओके, हमारे सिस्टम में जो फोल्डर एज अ लाइब्रेरी. यस, व्हाई वी there is a difference between these. Yes, so module is any kind. Okay, its character, how we are going to use import and any kind of whatever that file's name is there. Okay, we use import to take it in our program. Okay? Any kind of project which we are doing. Okay, we need import. Have you used import before? Yes. Yes, attend the quiz, guys. You all can get certification. Okay, so you all have used import. Very nice. Okay, so what are the characteristics of this? We will understand. Okay, modules characteristics. Okay, the level of code organization, very basic, very starting step. Okay, very, it is granular means very basic step. Okay, to organize the code. Then reusable. Okay, even though functions only in that, and that can be reused. Okay, so this one just use import any kind of library. Okay, installing any kind of library and then you using from it. Yes, we are using import, we are using install. Okay, we are installing a kind of library, we are using import to import one particular file from that. Okay, so like that. So reusable, okay, can be imported into any other script or module. Yes, even though if one two modules are not related or two programs are not related, but still we want to import, yes, we can do that. Namespaces creates a self-contained namespace for its content. Yes, because one particular library, one particular, in that folders are there, and in that there are different names for that. Okay, And examples like in Python, there are different yes modules. Okay, different files are there. Yes, we can create files on our own also. We have, most of us have created the files. Okay, mat.py, random.py, whatever name you want to give, you can give for those files. Yes. Next is now package. Okay, what is the structure of it? You can understand by here this also. Okay, a package is a directory of Python modules containing an init file in it. Okay, init file underscore underscore init.py. Okay, this file is very important. It Because of this file, we will understand the difference between regular folders, okay, regular file structure folders, and then, okay, and then why a library is there, why a package is there, why a module is there. Okay, what is the difference? Thing is same. Okay, we are creating files, we are storing it in folders, that is the thing same. But what is the difference? That this is said as library and this is said as regular folders. So that is the thing with this init. Okay. Yes, so how we are going to see when we create a package, okay, or we are trying to create our library, okay. Then what we will see when we try to create, then we will see this init file will be automatically created, okay. Have you used PyCharm before? Yes, how many of you have used PyCharm before? Have you used? Yes, you can solve it right now. In Java, we use STMT. Okay. As per your choice, whenever you want to attend the quiz, okay? Abhi, you can just attend it right here with the topic, okay? Okay, so I was asking how many of you have used PyCharm before? Okay, when we are going to use PyCharm or when we open the PyCharm, okay, we can create a project, okay? What environment also with that only, okay. So whenever you want to create any of the project, you just give name to that project, okay. I'll give it a name as my library, and then I'll just simply create on click, okay. Okay, then this interface will be open in front of us. Simply here you can see that there are external libraries, caches and console, okay. And then this here it is the thing, okay. What this right click you will do, okay, on that folder icon you will just do right click, okay, is there, and where we will see Python file is there, Jupyter, okay, different files are there. We will see different files over there, okay. Then we can create a scratch file, okay. We can create a directory means folders, and we can create a Python package, okay. Now we will just simply click on this Python package and we have to give name, okay. I am going to give it as my library, okay. I'm going to give it name, and see, I have just created that single folder. I didn't created this init file, but still it is being created, okay. And this is the thing make the separation of regular folders, and this is the package, okay. This is going to be my library, okay. This thing makes the difference between it. There is nothing in that init file right now, okay. Even though if you open it and there is nothing in that, then here you will, what you can do is here you can create any different file, okay, Python file, and whatever you want to give name to it, you can give name, okay. I have created Python file in that different kind of operations with different kind of functions I can store over here, okay. And then on main folder you can create one different file, okay. Like again, I'm going to create a Python file. I'll give it a name of test. And here, what if you want to test the things, you can do it over here, okay. I'll show one of the thing also. Okay, so what makes a folder a package? That its declaration is there. Okay, it explicitly tells the Python interpreter that the directory should be treated as a package. Okay, declaration की वजह से initialization, it can contain code that runs when the, okay, settings up variables or connections. Okay, that is also a thing. Okay, means whatever things we are going to mention in that files, that is the thing. Okay, API control, it can what functions and classes are exposed to the user when they import a package. Okay, that is also a thing. Now about library. Okay, library is known as a complete toolkit. In just one word, we are importing any library or we are installing any library, but there is very long or logic behind that library, right? Whereas there are very different files stored behind that one word or one library. Okay, so a library is a collection of comprehensive solution for a specific problem designed for distribution and reuse. We can use this library again and again. Okay, like that thing is there. So how we can see the structure of it? Okay, one particular library is there, then there are sub packages are there, and in these packages there are multiple modules. Okay, so one package is there, next is for visualization alag package hai. Okay, for statistics there is alag, and then this setup.py. Okay, this setup.py is the thing that it will help you to when if you have created a library, that is okay, but everyone can use it, means like in any general use case. Okay, that should be stored in that library. Okay, and we can install it. Okay, any other user can also use that library. For that you need to this setup. Okay, you have to need this setup py file. Okay, now if you are familiar with these libraries, then that is okay. Okay, numpy is there, this is the foundation library computation. Okay, anything related to numerical, we are going to import this numpy. And pandas is there, it is essential for है, Django है, TensorFlow है. There are many libraries. Okay, 2000 are there. Okay, like we'll understand summary of this. Like what is a single file. Okay, it is narrow specific functions. It are functions that can be reused. Okay, functions, classes, variables, and a valid py file is there. For example, okay, example this is there. Okay, a package folder within init py file. Okay, a domain or related features, it is for particular domain. Okay, then there will be multiple modules in that one library. Okay, you have seen it previously on previous slide. Okay, and init file is there important, and this is the example. Okay, how it is. Okay, yes, we saw numpy library. Then library is a collection of packages. Okay, a complete solution, everything stored in one particular library. Okay, multiple packages have been stored. Yes, multiple modules makes a package, multiple package makes a library. Yes, okay, and then there is no core or anything extension over there. Yes, you can solve the squeeze right now. Now, these things, why it matters, because we can keep our code efficient. Okay, we can reuse our code. Okay, that is the thing. Then, even though if in one line only, if we are going to write everything, or in one file only we are going to, then it is not going to help us. Okay, we'll be very confused, and most of the time searching things on. Okay, so it reduces code volume and complexity. Okay, build system that can grow and be easily repaired. Okay, like this one file is there and there are many different structure is there of files. Okay, this is easy to use. Okay, if from any app I want to see its utils, then I will go in this folders only. Okay, so modular structure allows for easier updates and team collaboration. Yes, if any person is there who is just going to work on database of that one particular project, then he'll just go in this folder. Yes, in this files, and enable teamwork. Yes, teamwork can also be easily available. Data that we don't want to share. Okay, and there is some data that we want to share, to give some only access, not overall full projects access. We don't want to give, and that also helps us. Okay, allows teams to build on expert level of code. Okay, and now where these libraries live. Okay, all these libraries are there. There are different libraries which we have created. Then where these libraries are being stored. Okay, so the standard library built in. Okay, over 200 modules included with every Python installation, so no installation is required. Okay, and there is Python. Yes, this is the main thing. Okay, the official third party software. Okay, here that is Python package index, every library is being installed from there. Okay, we, even though if we are creating a library, we have to store it over here. Okay, we have to set up a library, we have to give it a name, we have to give it mention its version, we have to mention author. Okay, author, that means if we are creating, then we have to give a name. Okay, so yes, this is the important thing over there, that Python package index. Okay, every library is stored over here. Okay, and then libraries of your own. Okay, means we have created by ourselves, we are creating by ourselves, and code written by you, internal use. Yes, if we are creating any kind of library, then we can keep it for ourselves only, we can set up for anyone also. Okay, means other people can also use it. Okay, that is the thing. Created functions, we have created files, we have created models, we have packed that thing, then after that what it is. Okay, what separates a personal projects from a shareable library? Okay, the ability for others to reliably install and understand it. Now what is that thing? That is setup.py. Okay, and what the setup file is there? Okay, that we will understand. The installation blueprint. Okay, this file is known as the installation blueprint, a script that tells pip means what, with which we are going to install libraries. Okay, with which we can install any particular version of that libraries. Okay, so everything it needs to know. Okay, install your library including its name, version, and any the description which you are going to give. Okay, so how we are going to create this? Just setup file will be there. Okay, setup.py will be there, and from that we have to write up this particular code. Okay, whatever name you are going to give to your library, that will be there. Okay, version you have to mention, like which version is there of this library. Okay, then packages. Okay, if we want to, and then requires what version of Python it should have, then we can install. And what we have to do to show this, that to that one particular thing, that where all libraries are there. Okay, for that what we have to do is we have to pip install e. Okay, this minus e, and this e is or editable flag allows you to test changes without reinstalling. Okay, you have created, and then you if you are storing it, okay, if you are setting it up, and then again you have to install and then use, so we can just try out with this e. Okay, pip install editable. Then there is readme file. Okay, readme file, now if you are creating a library, so that you have to tell like what is this library, or why you have created this library. Okay, you are going to store it in readme file. Okay, the users welcome GitHub and Python package index, it must clear us how to install it and how to use it. Okay, means how we are going to there, its installation command is there, its usage examples are there. Okay, features, license, means everything about that library. Okay, description, theoretical part which we are going to show, that will be the readme file. Okay, some naming conventions are there. Okay, this will be the structure. Okay, this will be bad, you will just understand. Okay, naming conventions, what we can do, we should do. Okay, we should use lower underscore for packages and modules, for example, like this. Okay, what we should not do, that is use my package mixed cases. Okay, mixed cases, my is capital, M is capital, and P is capital. Okay, like that we should not do. Then clean directory structure we should keep. Okay, we should organize our project with dedicated folders. Okay, as per our libraries. Now what we are creating, what kind of library we are doing, that is in our hand, right? So we should maintain our structure also like that. And documentation, even though it feels like lengthy process or not needed type process, but still we should have a documentation. Okay, read me at the root. Then document doc strings. Okay, doc strings means like, see here it has been in triple is there, like what for what this library is there. Okay, calculate the area of rectangle. Okay, like that you should create doc strings and mention the things which are needed. Okay, document every public function, purpose, arguments, and return values. Okay, in the doc strings we are going to explain whatever we are creating. Error handling. Okay, anticipate potential failures. Instead of letting your code crash, okay, you can create try and accept things. Yes, that is also try and accept, means you know what error it might cause, so you will already use try and accept. Okay, then semantic versioning. Use the underscore version. Okay, like 1.0.0, like that version you should keep here, like not just one, not just two, like that you will not do. Okay, attribute. And follow the major minor patch, okay, convention to signal the impact of changes to your user. Usually every time mention the version change and whatever change it has happened in that. Okay. Now nested structures, okay, sub packages like package within package and okay, file within file, that thing is there. Okay. For large libraries, you can nest packages to create more granular hierarchy. Organizes its functionality into sub package. Package, okay, in that init file is there, in that one particular file is there. Okay, one particular package. So we are creating one particular file. So this is package within package. The way you import code has implications for readability and namespace population. Okay, how you are going to give it name. Okay, for example, this is one kind of name that I have chose. Okay, we are going to, if we create any folders, okay, library like this, then we you need to use import, and within that, if one sub file is there that we need just particular that file only, then we are going to write dot and then that file's name. Okay, from mat that help any specific file if you want. Okay, so like that thing is there. For first you need to install that library and then you will import from that one particular file if you want. Now what you all can do after this is you can just create your own, you can start creating your own libraries. Okay, after that what you can do, you can just set them up. Okay, how the structure is there, you will understand the structure if you will see this video again and again. Okay, build your own utilities, you can try to build your own language and you can just keep working on them. Okay, then what you will do is set professional libraries. You can see how professional libraries are there, how they are working. Okay, how they are stored. Okay, everything about that. Okay, and then what you can do is if you have created one, you can just contribute to the open source. Anyone can use, anyone can suggest if they want. Okay, these things do about with this. See here, I have created one of this library. Okay, that I have named that Dev. Okay, I have created one particular already created. In that, I have created this operations file and then multiple operations I have written. Okay, I have created def. In that, add function is there, subtract, multiply, division. Okay, these are by file. Okay, and where it is, you can see it over here. Okay, then on the main folder, what I did is I have created another test.py. As I to import this, import whatever the name I have given to my library. Okay, and from that library, okay, from library and with the dot separator, I'm going to mention the file's name which I want. Okay, and from that file, what I want, which function I want. Okay, that I have mentioned. From dev dot operations import add. Okay, and then different functions. Okay, so in this, yes, I have in this operations.py I have add, subtract, multiply, divide, power. Okay, these different functions I have. Okay, and that is only written, whatever is there in that, that is only written. Okay, in this test. Okay, and then I have executed it. Here also you can see the output. Okay, addition, I have not mentioned the addition or I have used plus symbol. Okay, over here still it is giving me addition. Okay, Yes, the modulus it is giving me multiplication of both the numbers. Okay. If you know about file, how to handle file, okay, then this will be very easy to you, easy for you all to create. Yes, any questions? You all can mention your questions, your thoughts, okay. If you want next videos, you all can mention, okay, in the comments. And there today, but we'll try to solve it. Class also, if you feel any question, then you all can mention. So if you have any questions for today's class, okay, today's this session, then please mention it over here. Otherwise, we are good to close. Okay, then if you don't have any questions, then I'll stop. Yes, if you have any questions, guys. Which what kind of you said you asking? Your name, I am not able to read your name. What it is? Ma'am, this library can use to Kali Linux. That depends, na. You are working if you are creating Python library, then where you are, yes. And yes, on every operating, yes, Python is open source, so yes, we can use libraries to that also. But you need to set this library, okay? On there are steps mentioned that how you are going to start the squeeze, okay? Steps are mentioned above. Follow them properly. Yes, and you will receive your certificates. Don't worry about that. Yes, okay, then we are going to stop. Okay. There is no project file. We are creating these files by ourselves only. The thing you will need to create it by yourself is ID. Okay. You will just use, if you are going to use PyCharm, then okay, you can just look at that video also and you can start. Okay. What you have to do is you just have to create new files and in that sub files. Okay. The main thing that is how you are going to give name to it. Okay. There is no one particular project file or on which I have worked. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, then we will stop for today. Okay. I can understand this issue, but I'll try to solve it. Okay. Yes, then good evening. Hope topic is clear to you. You all will try your own libraries. Okay. If you feel any questions or anything that is not clear, then you all can mention it in comments. Okay. Yes. So I'm stopping. Okay.